Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Christmas is just about my favorite time.
It's Christmas, Theo. It's the time of miracles, so be of good cheer.
This is Christmas, the season of perpetual hope.
And we're gonna have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny Kaye.
What do you want for Christmas, Peter?
A machine gun.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
I feel it in my fingers.
Best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
Christmas is all around me, and so the feeling grows.
Look at this! There's a rule! I have to kiss this girl on the lips!
It's written in the wind, so everywhere I go.
All I want for Christmas is you.
So if you really love Christmas, come
We got
on,
a naughty list.
let it snow.
And what did Santa bring you, honey?
I've got presents. Last year I got a sweater with a big bird knitted on it.
What are you wearing?
Oh, Mom made it. You can get beat up for wearing something like that.
I heard on the news that an airline pilot spotted Santa's sled on his way in from New York.
Oh my God!
I know him. I know him.
I saw you at another mall.
Oh.
You are really Santa, right?
No, I'm an accountant. I wear this thing as a fashion statement.
A lot of people down south don't believe in Santa Claus.
That's ridiculous.
Would you please tell her that you're not really Santa Claus?
But not only is there such a person, but here I am to prove it.
What is your name?
Kris Kringle.
Name?
Père Noël. Babo Natali. Pères Nicole.
Papa Gijo.
Your Honor, the state of New York concedes the existence of Santa Claus.
How can one sleigh carry all the toys for all the kids every place?
Because it's a magic sleigh. Do you believe in magic, Abby?
Christmas spirit is about believing, not seeing.
I believe. Seeing isn't believing. Believing is seeing.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
What day is it?
What day? What's Christmas Day, Coaster?
Christmas Day. I haven't missed it.
Next year all our troubles will be out of sight.
I love you too.
Christmas is such a wonderful, beautiful time. It's a time for giving and being thankful for friends and family.
It isn't about the gifts or the contests or the fancy lights.
It means something different to everybody.
It's the one night of the year when we all act a little nicer, we smile a little easier, we share a little more. For a couple of hours out of the whole year, we are the people that we always hoped we would be. It's a miracle.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Did I forget something, big man?
God bless us.
Everyone.
We've had another very successful year. So, after all that hard work, it's time to start preparations for next Christmas.
You're now listening to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. Straightforward, no nonsense business advice. Completely unfiltered. Grow your business. Grow your life. Now, here's your host, Brian Fullerton.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. It is your host, Brian Fullerton here. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. If I didn't blow out your speakers right there. Happy New Year, which is right around the corner as well. But Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy, is it Hanukkah? Is that
Hanukkah, I think, is over.
Hanukkah might be over, but happy.
I'm not Jewish.
Happy Hanukkah to all of our. Rob's Jewish.
Robert, you should ask him.
Rob is a mutt. He's half Jewish and half kind of Christian. I don't know. Well, he's a spiritual mutt. That's what I meant.
Spiritual mutt. This episode is, what are we? We are 36 seconds in.
Already messing it up. Trying to take some inspiration from the Kid Contractor podcast, which Caleb says his show is the train wreck on wheels over here. I think we give him a run for his money. So any which way. But Rob self-prescribed, just so we're all clear, that he's a spiritual mutt. Because he's like, I'm kind of Christian, but I'm also kind of Jewish. He's like, I don't know, I get 2 Christmases. 3 or 4 Christmases, probably really. Or maybe 12. Doesn't Hanukkah get 12?
There are
somethings?
7 days of Hanukkah.
I'm so ignorant. This is awful. Marty, Mr. Producer, bring it back. Help us out, man. But any which way. Well, really quick. Merry Christmas to all of you guys. Christmas is basically tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. So today's Friday. Christmas is on Saturday. And so Merry Christmas to all of you guys. I hope you guys are slowing down. You know, I know so many of you guys work Saturdays, and I know so many of you guys even work Sundays. I do too. Okay, so if you're not, here's my one piece of advice. At least take the 48 hours off. You know, just spend some time Christmas, unless you're doing snow plowing, go service your clients. But outside of snow plowing accounts and things like that, try to take some time off for the family. Watch your kids open up Christmas presents. Watch your wife make you French toast that morning. I mean, it's a big... That's funny right there.
So funny.
And the last thing I say is another call to action is make sure you download the today's podcast to help us still stay in the rankings so this thing doesn't bottom out in the 250s. You know what I'm saying? Just having fun. I'm exceedingly thankful and grateful. I don't think we're going to do a thankful episode. Last time we had you on the show, we talked about what we were thankful and grateful for. That was I think that was possible. I've done a lot of episodes this year. I've done a lot of great episodes, solo episodes and interview episodes. I feel like this podcast has been, for real, selfishly, I think it's been an incredible year on the show. But that episode that we did, I don't know. I think it was like the worst episode or the best worst episode.
Worst episode?
Yeah.
I'll take that.
We're talking about the Thanksgiving special that we did.
Thanksgiving special.
Oh, it was a special episode.
Oh, this is something.
About 3, maybe 4 weeks ago, obviously by now. And the last 15, 20 minutes are literally relationship comedic gold. Liz, blink if you're in trouble.
Oh, they can't.
They
hear
can't
me
see.
Blink.
Hear you with your eyes.
Yeah.
Any which way. All right, I'm going to kick it over to you. What do you got? Wishing these people a happy holiday and a Merry Christmas. You wanted to do a longer episode.
Well, you said 5 minutes, and I said there's no way this episode's going to be 5 minutes.
Well, we're at 3 minutes and 10 seconds, going on 11 seconds. So what do you got?
I got, just on the same topic of taking, time out for your family. I think Caleb Bauman said it best at Together in the Trades with everybody brags about, how many hours they put in at work, how hard you work, blah, 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 blah. But nobody ever brags about how much time you spend with your spouse or your family.
Ooh.
I didn't say that. Caleb said that. So
yeah, actually, he got that from Stan.
Stan.
That was from Launchpreneur Academy Live the first year.
Wow, this is like Inception.
Yeah, so we're going
Inception.
So what's your point for taking time for family?
You should do it.
And that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
Okay.
Liz Nicole. It's like Brittany Nicole dropping these nuggets.
Mine isn't very Nicole-y.
No, you don't really have a strip of name. But anyway, which I don't think Brittany has a background, just so everybody's clear, just to clear the air.
Wasn't it Paul that thought that they were
breaking Amish?
Breaking Amish, and so she's gonna be like a broken Amish stripper?
Yeah, so they're not Amish, just so we're clear. Or strippers. Caleb, I have not confirmed or denied. But Brittany, from the horse's mouth, she has said, she's not a horse, but I don't know what that's saying. Why? Well, horses don't talk.
There's always weird reasons for those sayings.
Maybe Ed, the horse that they put peanut butter in his lips, so he was on a show maybe.
What?
Yeah, there's a horse that talked and stuff in a show, but they put peanut butter on the horse's lips, and that's how the horse got the lips to move. And it would be like...
Are you making this up?
I swear to God, I don't know what...
Horse named Ed.
I think so.
Can you get any more?
Marty, Mr. Producer, probably would know, bro. He's been around since
quickly turning on
since Jesus in the manger. You know what I'm saying? And but he's that's how he's got that golden voice. It's just it's been.
Sorry, my microphone was rubbing on my shirt.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Anyway, I don't know what I was going to say with that joke, but let's just make sure that we don't derail this thing too quickly. But anyway, as you guys can imagine, we're shooting this episode a little bit late night, and that's already the first red flag because this is exactly what happened last time.
If you have kids, like
Yeah.
my brain is shorting out. Our girl is going through the 4-month sleep regression, and we've been really spoiled with like how well she's been sleeping.
Is the sleep
And
regression thing happening? Because I think so.
I think so. But she's like,
This week's
knock
been
on
rough.
wood, she hasn't been like waking up at night.
No.
But it's extremely hard to get her to go to bed. And
Yeah.
that never used to be a thing.
Well, it's been just the volatility of like her going to bed at 7:30.
Yeah, she'll go to bed at like 7 or 11. Like there's no in between.
That's a huge spread for a kid.
Yeah, and we're pretty consistent. Like I'm really good with wake windows and nap
Schedules.
times. Not like we're not on a schedule because I'm not going to live and die by the clock. But we are on like a rotation of eat, play, sleep, and so like I know
Just like me and you.
I follow wake windows. Yeah. You know, but man, getting her to go to bed, like she's got major FOMO.
Yeah, I mean the only difference is you try to sleep when we play, but that's a whole nother story. But she's that's funny right there, folks.
I'm going to bed.
Well,
Without you.
let's go play. You know, so I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Nobody's putting
On
anything
that
down.
note, the techniques and approaches may not work for you like they do for our relationship, but that's a sign to go to Together in the Trades. Actually, those tickets did go on sale about 2 weeks ago.
Those tickets are on sale if you're looking for a very, 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 very last minute or belated Christmas gift. Those would be a very good ticket or gift.
It's okay. Why do you talk like that?
My brain, I'm telling you, is like sorting out.
You talk how you type in text to me. Like you said, one word, enter.
Well, I'm usually typing with one hand. And you got me the biggest phone possible. Like, I don't think there's a bigger phone out there.
I have never seen a more
My hands
ungrateful
are not
person in
that
my
big.
life. I've never seen a more ungrateful person in my life. A bunch of $1,300 iPhone Pro Max Res 3D,
It doesn't
flux
fit in my
capacitor.
hand. It's too
It doesn't fit in
big.
anybody's hand. It's for Shrek, it'd be a Palm Pilot. For everybody else, it looks like you're holding onto a flat panel TV or an iPad Pro Max 14-inch screen.
I was,
How long did you have your other phone for?
I don't know.
2 months. I know.
I was
Ask me.
looking at old photos, and there's a photo of me holding a BlackBerry, and I was like, what is that in my hand? Is that a calculator? Where's my phone?
Yeah, well, the only other person that's rocking a BlackBerry in 2021 is Paul Jameson.
Stop.
But that's before Greg Woodstock chastised them. Ted, we're doing a podcast here. This is important stuff, okay?
We're professionals.
That was before Paul
We're
Jameson
barking in the studio.
got reamed by Greg Woodstock, the pong guy. Because Greg goes, what are you doing with that? What is that? What kind of phone is that? What kind of photos is that? And Paul's like, this is at Launchpreneur Academy. And
I know, I saw Paul in the hallway, and he's like, I'm going to go buy a new phone on the way home.
You came to me, you're like, what did you say to Paul? I go, I didn't say anything. And she goes, well, who chastised him about his phone? He's like an iPhone 7 or something like that. And Paul's being conservative. He's trying to get at that, save money, do the whole Dave Ramsey thing. That's great. That's awesome. As anybody should, right? And then Greg Woodstock is like, your life, your business is literally social media, and you're using archaic technology, and you're trying to like communicate the dream to people.
That man is so intense.
Paul Jameson?
No, not Paul. No, Paul is like relaxing.
Paul is calm.
Yeah.
He's
peaceful.
Cool.
Peaceful Paul.
He's cool as a cucumber. Greg Woodstock, Peaceful Paul. The Apostle Peaceful Paul.
Apostle People Paul.
Greg Woodstock is nuts.
He's not.
He's
He's
football
not a peaceful
coach.
man.
No, he's like football coach, screaming at you all the time, kind of a guy. But Paul went out like the next day. I go, Paul, what are you doing when you get back, man? How'd everything go? He goes, I need to buy a new phone. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. Like, how did you like LA out? He goes, I need to buy a new phone. That's all you can think about. He got ripped up and down. So Paul paid to come on up to the Launchpreneur Academy just to get yelled at.
Christmas.
Maybe to himself or something. That'd be pretty cool. We could also like a GoFundMe and get Paul new phone or something like that. But I don't know, man. He's Paul's doing okay. I'm not worried about Paul. You know, he's got like 16 books out there. He's got the whole bookshelf. He's like John Maxwell of long hair. You go to the Barnes and Noble and you look at the leadership section and management section. John Maxwell has the section. It's like the John Maxwell like two rows, and then everybody else kind of floats around John Maxwell. But I think he has literally more written on leadership, I heard a stat, than like everybody else combined, even Jesus. Like literally, the guy.
You might want to be careful.
I mean, it's just true though. I mean, he's written more about. It's not like they're jockeying for position. Clearly, John Maxwell takes the lead. I mean, Jesus. There's blasphemy. I mean, Jesus takes the lead. John Maxwell though was building his mega churches to promote Jesus. So they're doing pretty good.
They're finding the money in the walls too, like Joel's team.
Joel's my guy, man. I don't understand why people rip up and down Joel's team. Look,
he, locked people
when
out
they
during
have
a
so
flood.
much abundance, God puts it everywhere, and they puts it in the pipe
their
room.
Face.
And in their
doesn't move anymore.
Listen, can you not hate on Joel Osteen? Okay, then you're hating on.
I'm just making observations.
Listen, and you know what? You're gonna reap what you sow. So in 10 years, people are gonna say, Liz's face doesn't move anymore.
I hope so.
I just can't even.
I can only be so lucky.
Okay, so hey, do you want to do a preview of our talk at Together in the Trades, the 3 R's?
Can we talk about this?
No, we can't talk about this. No, don't talk about it for real.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The 3 R's.
No idea what you're talking about. The roles?
No, don't. Yeah, that, and then my talk, and then you said something. We can't talk.
I have
don't
no
even say
idea
it.
what you're talking. I couldn't if I wanted to.
Hold on 1 second. We're gonna live mute the mics here.
2,000 years later, 6.5 hours later, a few inches later, day 2, day 3, day 4, a few moments later, one eternity later.
Do you remember that?
No.
We just talked about it 2 nights ago. How are you? Are you even here right now?
No.
No. It's like that Instagram reel I put the other day. No. I just looked outside. I said impossible. No. I'm not doing it. Okay. So anyway,
I thought it was gonna be great.
If you're listening to this on Christmas Eve, maybe at the gym or something like that, you're probably laughing and going, "What am I listening to?" This is the part where you would be like, "What am I listening to?" So, hey, listen, we're very, very thankful. We already covered that on the Thanksgiving episode. Let's not rehash that. But what I do want to say is, Merry Christmas to all of you guys. I hope you guys get everything that you guys wanted. This is exactly where it happened last time when I'm like just about to like lay it on him, you know what I'm saying? About to get him the sauce. That's what you said. Bring it on home. That worked out great. I think I just heard my voice. You gotta talk.
You muted me.
Now I saw like Caleb on when he had COVID for 8 weeks.
You muted.
If you guys don't know, Caleb, he never like confirmed or denied. Listen, why am I on mic 2? I should be on mic 1.
I don't know. I don't control this.
These headsets make no sense.
I thought this is why you got paid the big bucks.
I'm not the producer or the DJ over here on my ones and twos, okay? But Caleb Allman in the spring, no, that one's muted. Stop touching. You're gonna get hurt. But Caleb Allman in the spring, every episode he's hacking. Like
I'm blinking in case anybody's wondering.
Caleb never confirmed or denied that he had COVID, but he's like, man, I've had this flu for 8 weeks. I
can't smell or taste anything.
He's like, but the show must go on. So every time he would do an episode, he would just hack it out. But you know what? Those are some of his initial inaugural episodes, and I was like I'm still his biggest fan listening to his podcast. But I was like, Caleb, I can't hear a dang thing because you keep hacking it out. But he kicked it. He finally kicked it.
That's good.
It took him 3 months, but he finally kicked it.
They're
about to build a shop, which is pretty cool. So
I know we're going to live in it.
They don't know that, though. We're going to buy a camper. Actually, Liz and I, what we're going to do, this is actually, it's already in the works. Don't tell the almonds. Shh. Hopefully they're not listening to this part. But we're going to buy like a 30-day not subscription, but we're gonna buy their in-person led training, and we're just gonna like never
probably
leave.
Cheaper than the rent.
It's cheaper than what we're paying for rent or building our house. So if it's like $1,000 for 3 days, if we buy 15 of those, it's like
$11.
No, we wouldn't even have to buy. We buy 10 of them at $1,000. That's $10,000, and they feed you. And you learn stuff. That's actually not a bad deal. I
for
can live
a month.
Yeah,
that's an expensive. Our rent is not that much.
No, but we also don't learn anything here.
Clearly.
I mean, you didn't learn anything from the episode 4 weeks ago about pitching and catching and delivering a thought. But anyway, we're going to go by. But I said, let's go by because I'm
8-hour review.
I would imagine you can bring a spouse, right? Because that's just fair. I mean, it's not how it works at Entrepreneur Academy. You're together in the trades. But the almonds promote family, God, family business, right? So like, if they don't, they're hypocrites, right? Right?
I'm not.
No.
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 No, I'm not kidding.
Am I pulling on that one? Am I stretching that one a little bit? Okay, pulling. I don't know if pulling's the right word, but okay. So maybe it's just me, or maybe we can alternate. Maybe
you can go and just FaceTime me.
I'll FaceTime you in.
Actually, I'm gonna go hang out with Brittany.
Yeah, because you're
don't
your
start
friend.
That rumor.
All right, I'm butting this up. This is our 15-minute Christmas special, and
This is terrible. We don't even talk about Christmas.
Yeah, well, the reason for the season is Jesus, and Jesus was born
in a manger.
In a manger.
On a manger. In a manger.
And by the way, we have a kids book that
I literally cried reading Emmy the Story of Christmas. Just thinking about like everything, like giving birth in a manger, giving birth to a baby that you know is going to die for our sin. Like as a mom, oh my God.
We were both bawling, actually.
Yeah.
We were reading it, and it's like, and then Jesus was born in the manger. And then we were both like kind of watered, like I watered up.
Sobbing.
Then we both started crying.
I'm
like, I'm not crying, you're crying.
And he's like, what is wrong with you people?
But it's a beautiful scene when you really, and I don't think
a whole new perspective as parents.
As parents, it's an insane perspective because Jesus is in the back with all the people, and what's the whole setup called?
The animals?
Yeah, the animals. But what's the thing we have on the counter? The whole setup.
Our nativity scene.
Yeah, the nativity scene. And so, like, I don't know. Like, frankly, until about a week ago, doesn't even really register. I understand the scene. I was in a play, like every kid is at their church and stuff like that. And you understand what's going on, but you kind of don't until you have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I really just feel like when we were reading the book, I was like, dude, I've never read this story before. That's how, like, different it was.
Like talking about having to go back to Bethlehem for the census.
Yeah, and King Herod and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, can you imagine zipping across, Ohio, or like length of a country or whatever? I don't even know geography over there.
On a donkey
and like zipping
9
back.
9 months pregnant.
Yeah, with a wife that probably just said, I love everybody. Because she probably never had a single thing to complain about.
Flee to Egypt with like a newborn,
and then getting birth in the scrubbiest, dumpiest back room of an inn that had like an old stable, basically. And I'm not like a Bible scholar here, but that's crazy. It really, really, really gives you perspective that he was born in the lowliest of conditions, the holiest and the mightiest and the
Lamb of God.
Yeah, the King of Kings, getting born in the dumpiest of dumps. And if you guys don't know, Liz and I are Christians, and it's a really, really beautiful story. And so it's a very, very important year or a time of year for us. The reason for the season is what many people will say, and it's I don't know, it's just a beautiful story when we're reading it through the kids' story for the first time. And I was looking at Emmy, and I'm just thinking to myself, I don't know if I could do what everybody has done in this story, right? Like that whole deal. And it was really, really beautiful. It was really, really special. But all right, well, that's all I got. Just a short and sweet. I don't know if this is really an episode, but we just wanted to jump on and say...
Is it ever when I'm on?
No, but we're going to...
Sometimes we've had some really good ones.
We have had some really good ones.
Our best one is even on our...
Which one?
The podcast with...
the almonds?
Paul.
Oh, Paul. Yeah, episode 200. Yeah, Paul gets all the downloads for that one. But he's a good interviewer, and then you ask good questions.
I think that was the last time I was on a podcast with a brain cell.
No, that's not true. You haven't had a brain cell for a long ass time. So come together in the trades and learn how to insult your wife with class. I'm Troy McClure from The Simpsons. Anything else you want to button up with these guys? If not, we'll shut it down.
No, I hope everybody out there listening has a great Christmas with their family. I know we're super excited. Like, there's something so special about Emmy's first Christmas, like any baby's first Christmas.
Yes.
And first-time parents, like everything has just been so magical, and I don't know. I hope everybody out there is experiencing.
Our Christmas last year was very exciting, but also very sad because we had our miscarriage. So we knew we were pregnant.
We knew we were pregnant, but we were so nervous.
Yes, and so we didn't celebrate. We didn't tell anybody anything really. We
told our family, our extended family, at Christmas Eve.
We did. Yep, but we were really.
And that
really
was like a pit in our stomach. Like, okay, well, now I hope nothing goes wrong. I think next time around, though, maybe I wouldn't mind telling people sooner because you kind of need that support. Yeah, amen to that. But if you guys are out there and maybe things aren't going your way, we always love and pray on you guys and pray for you guys. So we just hope that you guys have a
a happy, joyful Christmas. And you know what? If things are burning down around you, we've had many, many years of that. There's still stuff going on behind the scenes that we always got to deal with.
One of my most favorite Christmases was when we didn't do gifts and we had our debt-free slips under the tree.
That was 2 years ago. 3 years ago?
3 years ago, I think.
3 years ago. Were we at the old place still?
Yeah.
That's right. Because I stacked up all of our letters and I said, hey, I don't have a single thing for you under the tree but this stuff. Actually, you know what the whole catalyst to all of this was 7 years ago? No, 6 years ago. Was the Canon T6i I bought you that I put under the Christmas tree.
That's true. I got that camera for Christmas.
Yeah.
Looking back, that was like us buying
a Ferrari.
Yeah.
$1 million anything. Like literally.
You did it so cool too. Brian totally. So I'm a gifts person. Like if you've ever read the 5 love languages.
Oh, she's getting up. She's getting into it.
Up now. I was like down because I'm so tired. I am so tired. I'm a gifts person. So like if you put gifts underneath the tree, like I'm a 5-year-old. Like I'm gonna walk up. I will shake them when you leave the room. Like I just like the suspense. You could put a chapstick in it and I'd be happy. It's just the idea that there's something there that you thought about me and it's wrapped. Anyways.
I bought you a Tesla last year. I put a bow out front. I could have bought you a chapstick for $1.29.
Yeah. Like you gave me a dum dum sucker earlier and I was so happy because you thought about me.
Yeah, I always do.
Yeah.
I proposed to her in the bedroom. Mm-hmm. I said, will you take my dum dum sucker? We're so happy.
But you totally faked me out. You got like the biggest box you could find. Remember this?
I do remember that.
And you put like a telephone book at the bottom.
Well, we had Home Depot moving boxes because we were going to one day move out, and we had literally medium size, they were $1 each, Home Depot boxes in the little double stacked laundry room at the little halfway house apartment, and those were in the room. So I got the box, and they were maybe 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet.
Yeah, I don't even think you put anything in there. It
I
was
don't
a
think
decoy
so.
box.
It was a decoy box.
And so all of my focus was on this giant, super heavy box. I was like, what could possibly be in here? It's like 2 foot by 2 foot box. What could be in it? It is so heavy I can't pick it up. Like,
but it's rattling around.
Yeah, what could be in this box? So I left everything else alone. And one of the boxes was the camera.
You are the person that like if you shake it, if you twist it or smell it or whatever, you can figure out what it is. And it's really annoying because I can't hide anything ever. So now I just like don't get you anything.
That's how I win at rock paper scissors too. I can just read your mind.
Yeah, I got to make sure to mute your mic as I cough into the mic. Yeah, you have an uncanny ability to play rock, paper, scissors too. But yeah, that camera kind of put us down a whole different trajectory of, I mean, like just think about like the chain of events that had to have happened. First off, we barely afford. I think I had probably $810 in the checking account to buy the $800 camera. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like we did not have extra that year. I don't even know what else I might have got. I think I might have got you the nail kit.
Yeah, and that I did my nails at home.
Yeah, because you always got your nails done. It was $35 or $40. I was like, dude, we cannot afford this. We were so broke. Like, so I bought you this.
That was a good Christmas for how broke we were.
Yeah, well, I was trying to invest in the future, up front, so I didn't have to spend all this money later. But the nail appointments were like $40 every 2 weeks. It's just so crazy. It's just, I mean, we're barely functioning human beings. Like we were just dumb, and it is what it is. I don't know any other way to say it. But I bought you this LED like light kit from Sally's. Shellac
or gel, yeah.
Gel. You like crystal gel?
You have a boyfriend? Why you have no boyfriend? You don't like crystal gel? Why you have no boyfriend?
Oh, some of you guys have no idea what that is. You like crystal gel? So, but I bought you this kit because it was like $100, and I was like, you know what? After 2 or 3 nail appointments, this thing's paid for. And
I used it all the time.
You did. You did your own nails for probably another year and a half, 2 years until we got our finances more in order, and then you were able to go out and about and go get your nails. We cut out everything to get out of that. People, I mean, we literally did. Like we ate beans and rice and Tombstone pizzas that were $5. They were recession proof because I think they're still $5.
No, there were there's the $1 Tostinos ones. We didn't even get the $5.
The Red Barons were like the date night, the $5.
Yeah. The $5 ones are the fancy ones.
Yeah, we did.
It's terrifying if a company is making if pizza costs $1 and they're making money on it. What is it made of?
Yeah, I don't know, because Meyer made money on it, the distribution company made money on it, the manufacturing company made money on it. So you kind of wonder, like, how much money actually went into the ingredients to make it? Like 38 cents on a $1.09 pizza? That's alarming. But you know what? We're
still here. We're
we
still
did
kicking.
it. Good vitamins. I don't know what else to say. But all right. Well, yeah, that little camera changed everything for us, our life, our business. I mean, it was like
it was a Christmas miracle.
It really was. But I just that camera like got me onto YouTube 3 months later, and then through the whole chain of events, not only do we start figuring out how to make money doing some stuff with YouTube shortly thereafter, a couple years into it. But obviously, it changed my lawn care business like insane. Like, what if I was just putzing around at Weingart's, just kicking tires, looking at equipment? Bedell wouldn't have like walked up to me and said, "Hey, what are you doing with that camera?" Because he thought I was like on staff at Weingart's taking photos of like the steak fry, and I'm like, "Oh, I do some stuff with YouTube." And he's like, "What do you mean do some stuff with YouTube?" And he like kind of chuckled, and I'm like, "I think I'm going to be a YouTuber a little bit here, make some YouTube videos." And he's like, "Really?" But like none of that would have happened, and that was just a year before I got the camera, and we had I think about 1,050, maybe 1,100 subscribers when I bumped into Bedell. I mean, he's been there from the beginning. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
All right. Well, hey, that's what I got. Merry Christmas to you guys. We appreciate you more than you guys know. We pray over you guys all the time. We love you guys. Thank you for the banger year on the podcast. Numbers are up through the roof like crazy. Downloads, listens to, shares. You guys are sharing the podcast with so many people. I literally think this monster, the tentacles go to every country on the planet, like arguably, unless they don't have grass. I don't, but dude, we have people that listen to in Kuwait, and I saw in Iraq and a bunch of different places in the Middle East, UAE, Qatar. I'm like, I don't even know what these places are. It's not like no Denmark, but that's a whole other story for a whole other time. That's a joke on the Kid Contractor podcast.
Denmark?
Yeah, Denmark. Where do you think Denmark is?
By Sweden.
Where's Sweden?
Somewhere in the ocean.
Hey, you know what? That's closer than Caleb and Brady got with Denmark. They're like, oh, it's in Australia.
Oh God, really?
They were
no,
wrong.
it's by like because the Vikings came from like Norway and Sweden and stuff, so it's got to be by the UK.
So you passed the Denmark test. All right, you can be a podcaster and above, because apparently that's not a prerequisite to be a podcaster.
Australia is like down there by itself.
Yeah, the land down under, lockdown under. All right, well, any which way.
Australia.
Yeah, free Australia. We love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Anything else you want to add to the podcast, babe? If not, we're going to kick it over to Marty, Mr. Producer. Hey, last day for the
whole ball of wax.
That ends at midnight.
What's the code? All in 20?
No, I think it was motivated.
Oh God. MOD divided.
Motivated. Go back and listen to the Thanksgiving episode. Literally, if you're trying to get your wife to listen to the podcast, start with that episode. I think.
Please don't.
Oh yeah, you'll get the wife on board. Your wife on board for sure, because they'll definitely love Liz. They probably think I'm a butthole, but they'll love Liz for sure. But no, promo code.
I've had so many ladies lately saying hey.
You really do. I mean, you're a gem.
Thanks.
Promo code.
Like a good one, or like a.
Yeah, like a diamond, like a big.
Is a diamond a gem?
I would imagine so. Yeah.
No, because they always say diamond and gemstones. They never say diamond like.
Well, it's a GIA certified diamond. Gems Incorporated of America says that it's a GIA certified diamond.
They seem trustworthy. About as bad as the
Bears. Yeah. I don't know what GIA is. I thought it was MGIA, but that was the Lawn and Landscape Show in Michigan. So I thought it was the same organization. Dude, we're so dumb. What were we just bonding it up with? Oh, the all-in 20 code.
All in 20. No,
Listen,
motivated.
Come on, you're going to confuse people. It's all in 20.
It's all in 20. That's what I said. And you said, no, I think it's the motivated.
I just wanted to remind you that when you were mentally deficient on the other episode. All in 20 for the whole ball of wax.
All in 20.
I know we sound goofy as hell, but the whole ball of wax and everything on the Launchpad Academy website, they're really, really good resources. Like my guy.
I promise.
I'm not selling it. I don't care. I literally am done selling it, because if you want to get all the resources on the website, it's like $3,000 worth of crap for $1,000. Crap being a good thing. It's on sale for 20% off, which is $800. And I'm about to drop 6 more resources on a week from now, Monday, on the 1st. So it's going to be, I'm going to bump the price to $12.99 or $14.99. I have to. It's $3,500 worth of stuff already that you get for $800.
Of stuff in there.
You keep yelling at me to raise the price.
I didn't think it was a good idea to just.
Well, there's many people that have invested into it, and they're going to get all these new resources for free.
Which is really cool for them.
And you come from a business standpoint of making money. You're like, all these people are going to get this for free. I go, yeah, that's why you get the whole ball of wax. And then I told you, there's some people that bought the whole ball of wax, early adopters that bought it for
like $800.
No, $249. Yeah, imagine if you were. It's like buying.
That's like buying Tesla.
Yeah, like at $50 or $10.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, imagine where this thing is 10 years from now, and some people are like, I paid $499, $499 or $999 or $800. Like, we're just getting started. Wait 5 more years from now. We're adding 4, 6, 8 resources per year. We added 8 resources 2 years ago.
It's almost like buying equity.
Yeah, well, this last year
we
dropped 17 resources, and we're going to drop another 6 resources here. So any which way, launchpreneuracademy.com. It's your last 4 to 8, 12 hours to get it. Sale ends tonight at midnight for Christmas Eve, and give the gift to yourself. I mean, you bought a Christmas present, for crying out loud, for every other person. Why don't you buy a Christmas present that you can use to invest in your future and invest in yourself and take your life next year to the next level? And then you can have the compounded returns by having an explosive business in 2022, and then get your family real Christmas presents for 2022. Like that's how it is. You sow and then you reap, and every time you reap, it's what? It's pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing, right? So, all right, that's what we got for you guys on today's episode. Short and sweet at a half hour here.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. But anything else you want to say?
No, thank you guys for supporting us, the podcast, the YouTube channel. All of your messages and things like that on Instagram. We appreciate it. We hope you guys are having a Merry Christmas and getting some time with your family too. And
yeah, amen to that. Just kind of taking a load off and relaxing a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't snow. I think the last 2 or 3 years
it's snowed on Christmas.
It's snowed every Christmas the last 2 or 3 years. I think my first year doing snow, it
did, because I remember we left Christmas Eve.
Yep.
And we had to go. I went out with you.
Yeah. It snowed 5 inches that night. And
I haven't gone out with you at all this year because we have him.
No, not yet. But we can change that, and we'll just leave her here, and she can just watch herself.
Yeah, Teddy will watch her. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's totally cool. Cool deal. All right, CPS. All right, well, guys, we'll button it up right here. We're gonna kick it over to Marty, Mr. Producer. He's gonna take it away and maybe spread some more holiday Christmas cheer. But guys, we sincerely appreciate you guys listening to the show, and like Liz said, everything that you guys have reciprocated with us. We couldn't do it all without you, and that's what we got. Over and out from the Fullerton household, and we look forward to catching up with you guys here on the next one.
Bye.
Oh, I do trust you guys are having an amazing Christmas so far. Hi, it's Marty. I am personally still holding out hope for that Red Ryder BB gun under the tree. Maybe this could be the year. If you're looking to treat yourself with a great gift this year, let me suggest that you take a look at purchasing the whole ball of wax over at launchpreneuracademy.com. Sure, you could watch hundreds of Brian's videos and even listen to our back catalog of podcasts and learn most everything in the whole ball of wax. But with the off season upon us, I can guarantee you your wife wants you to spend time with her and the kids, not watching hour after hour of YouTube and taking notes. Now, Brian's done the work for you. There's a logical progression and organization of ideas and concepts that can really make you a lawn bro rock star in 22. Now, using the promo code ALLIN20, that's ALLIN20, you're going to save 20%. That means for $7.99, you get everything at launchpreneuracademy.com, including a one-on-one coaching call to rocket your business this next year. And like all deals, this one has an expiration as well. It's going to be gone for good at midnight on Christmas Eve. It really is hard for me to do justice to just how incredible the deal is, to properly outline everything that's a part of it, how it can really change the trajectory of your business in the new year. So do yourself a favor. Using the link that I'll provide in the podcast description, click on that link and spend some time looking at the whole ball of wax special online and just see for yourself if it might just be the single biggest boost to making even more profit over the next 12 months. And don't forget that code, ALLIN20.
Thanks for taking the time to listen to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast with Brian Fullerton. We hope you enjoyed this production. If so, please consider leaving us a 5-star review for the show. While the techniques and ideas presented here are designed to help you grow a more successful and profitable business, no one can guarantee these results for you. We want to emphasize that entrepreneurship is not easy, and the ideas presented here are just the opinions of Brian Fullerton and his respective guests. No one can guarantee success for you. That being said, we hope the ideas presented here help you and motivate you to go on out there and crush it with your own business.
Fullerton Unfiltered Podcast.
Thanks for listening, and we hope to see you on the next episode.
This has been a Brian Fullerton and Mr. Producer production.